This is Dr. Reuben Chen, and welcome to the Vital Signs Podcast. Hi, this is Dr. Reuben Chen. Welcome to another Vital Signs Podcast. I have a pair of very special people here to talk to us today. I know last month we had a very fun discussion with my siblings talking about the future of Sunrider, but today we're going to be talking about the foundation of Sunrider, where Sunrider came from, and who better to talk about that with than my parents, Dr. and Dr. Chen. So welcome.
Well, thank you.
So how would you guys like start? You want to start, Dad, and tell me Sunrider. Where did it come from?
Well, I was born in 1948 in a small town in Taiwan. Mm-hmm. Okay, at the time, it's 2 years after the Second World War. And basically, we don't have much food to eat, and we don't have medicine per se at all. And so the only way can help when I got sick, because I got sick all the time because lack of food, lack of nutrition. So what can we do? And no medicine. So fortunate enough is my grandfather would go out to gather the roots and bark and trees and come home and grind it up, juice it up, and feed me. So since I wasn't a baby, I eat herbs to survive. I don't want to say I like the herbs. No, I hate it. It tastes so bad.
It smells horrible too.
And it smells horrible, you're right. And
yeah.
And also it's just very nasty.
Yeah.
But since the day I can move around, I always try to run away from the herbs.
Yeah.
Especially when my grandpa prepared the herbs, I can smell it from miles away. And I try to run away, and they always cut me and pinch my nose and force me to open my mouth and force me to drink it. So after I grew up, it became a habit to drink herb juice, even though I don't really still never like it, but I can accept it. And so I just keep drinking and keep drinking. It became a habit throughout my life. And that's, so even I came to the United States, I would try to keep that tradition going on, because I know this herbal concoction really helps me. It's really make my life, I would say, make me survive. And so even though I came to the United States, I still always prepare the concoction myself. And when I work for other company as a R&D director.
And when you say R&D director, what do you mean by that? What did you do for other companies?
Well, develop the herbs, formula, and help them organize,
So this for like herbs. A vitamin company or a supplement company?
Yeah, supplement company and also the herbal company.
A lot of, for those who don't know, you have a background in pharmacy.
Yes.
How did that influence how you pursued studying and developing your herbal products?
Like I said before, I don't really like the taste. So I try to change it a little bit, see if I can modify it a little bit so it would taste better. And I did quite a bit, improved quite a bit. So many of you, when you try some of the Sunrider product, it's kind of mild taste, And
it tastes actually pretty good compared to before. And I know this from before.
okay, and then and then I started, for myself, and very soon, my colleague always kind of interested, curious, they ask me what you prepare for, or what is this for, and so I kind of share with them a little bit, and very soon people say, "Can I try it a little bit? Can I try it a little bit?" And first around is the colleague inside the lab, and very soon, people from outside the lab, the colleague has to come in to ask me for more things. Yeah, more things, and
did your experience in pharmacy influence how you developed it?
Yes. So when I prepared that, for myself, and actually it's also a process that I try to implement it to make it
not just grinding,
it taste better.
Yeah, not just grinding up the powder.
Not just grinding up the powder, but I extract it and I concentrate it, so make it more potent. And so I don't really drink so much. And I started combining different formula and experiment. That was quite a good year for me to develop, but I never thought, I can make that as a business. Honestly, I don't think anybody with a right mind will try to eat it, drink it, because it tastes. It's not that.
It tastes tasty. Healthy. That's what people will say.
Yeah, I know. But yeah,
bad things taste good. That's what they say.
It doesn't taste like boba,
Yeah, boba.
So anyway, and very soon, at the time I don't make much money. So they asked me, they said, well, I can pay for it. We can pay for it. But I feel kind of uncomfortable because I work.
You're the
for
one
someone else, and I try to, on the other hand, sell something. Can't worry about the conflict of interest, So, one just a chance, I decide to resign from the company, and so I talked to your mom and say, well, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to do business. And if I fail, I have to depend on you. So she said, okay, no problem. So I got the permission, I quit my job and start my business. We don't make much at the first year though.
Well,
a little bit.
That's the way it is in the beginning for sure.
Yeah.
But obviously it's expanded worldwide.
Yes.
So, Mom, so you are a medical doctor, right?
Yes, I am a medical doctor. So a lot of time I don't agree with the herbal medicine, especially when we went to the medical school. They all say the herb. They don't do the research, they don't do a lot of experiments, so how can they give people to eat? So when he developed any Apple product, I am the first guinea pig. I have to try it. If I need to try it, I better test it. Make sure it fit into my environment, and then next, as my children start to have children, so I have them to eat, so I better make the best product before I give the family to eat. So Sunrider developed the product is very good because it makes with the Eastern philosophy and then the Western technology together.
Yeah.
And so that's why I said, eating it, I consume it, especially when I have my cancer. Now I'm thinking about it. It's about 30 years ago.
Yep.
And then, at that time, I went for the chemotherapy, radiation, surgery, and eating Sunrider product. And then I have to say thank you for the modern technology and also Sunrider products. And even the doctor said I have 10% a chance to survive.
Yeah.
And I have the 10% become 100% to me. So, but you still need to see the medical doctor. You still need to go through the treatment. And then eat Sunrider product to help me to be healthier, stronger. So I believe Sunrider product is good, and that's why I give up my medical practice and then supporting my husband to be general keeper, and then you can say housekeeper and then whatever to start with, and especially a medical doctor. I'm not learning to be a manager, and then I learned to be a medical doctor. But I believe this is a good field and it should go on. And also I educate my children when they were young, and then they consume the products every day. In fact, since they were about 2 years old, I let them start to learn how to swallow the capsule, how to do the things right, and also on the right way. I don't want the people to use the medical claim on the product. This is a really good food. We need to have health, and then, in order to counter all those right now, everybody knows virus and everything, I think. It is the right way to do. You start from your home.
Well, I think a lot of people are recognizing now the need to be healthy, not just to cure disease, but they want to just be overall in good health, and that's the best way to combat illness. Is don't be to the place where the illness is going to cause too much harm. So so you just mentioned something. So how did you both decide to combine together and do Sunrider? Because I know that wasn't initially. Mom had her own medical practice. It's most medical doctors, they train for years, and that's what they do. But you both decided to combine and do Sunrider together. What was the discussion there?
Well, actually, it's very simple. Every time I come up with a new concoction, and I always ask Mom's opinion, saying, what do you think about this? And as you understand, I'm not that organized. So Mom decided that, I better come in to help me, taking care of things. So very soon, she stopped her practice and full-time to help me taking care of things. And from that on, I become a Mr. Fish in my house.
Mr. Fish.
Yeah, do you know the Mr. Fish? Yeah, do you see the fish? Open the mouth, but make no noise. So,
I don't know about that.
So I learned how the things works, and so she did a good job, sweeping up, the dirt and get things organized, and that's how we develop it.
I think he's very good in creating, and also with a lot of marketing idea. But he say one word, and then we have to do everything to clean and then to organize. I think now my 5 children all understand. One word from him, and then 5 of you were crazy. So I used to do it that way, but there's no problem. And if the product is good, and also in other things, I like the direct selling because, I was doing a medical doctor. I am doing part-time at home. And then I can see patients whenever I want, but so many people, and taking care of my children in the same time. But many people, they don't have that opportunity. They have to do full-time job, and then they don't have time to taking care of their family. And that's why we can work together, because I agree to use the direct selling, and also the Apple product is excellent, so that's why we work together. But right now, I think it's the time for my children to grow, and so that's why we just came to Texas today. It's very cold compared with California.
January, it's going to be a cold month. What is it? California has 2 seasons. It's warm and cool, and everywhere else has 4 seasons. So we're in winter here. That's true. So now we're talking about how you started the business. We started in Utah, right? So the business started in Utah. You got to a certain size. It was growing very fast. Why did we decide to move to California?
I think we decided to move to California because Utah is cold. The icy road, we drove our car and then turned a few.
So as you can see, the business decision is partly business, partly personal. Because the cold
you're
weather.
right. You're right.
Yeah, and also, when we go international in California, you can go direct flight at that time. And then in Utah, every time when we come back, we have to take the luggage to go in and then go. And so
transfer.
We decided to move to California. And so we can go all over the world, start the world international business. And also, I think it will give us more challenge because Utah is a safe place, very nice place. So if you don't have challenge, and then you cannot grow your business, and then also have to think about how other people doing it. That's why we start to think about moving to Utah and to California.
Yeah.
I think, Mom is right. The real decision to move from Utah to California is because of the international market. So we need close to the airport, so we can go anywhere.
Fly direct.
We fly direct and makes the business much easier. And of course, the black ice is a little bit problem in Utah, but it's really not the main reason. It's just.
That was funny. That was the first thing, was that you don't like winter, and that's why you moved.
Like I say, it's also another thing is I like Chinese food.
Yeah, there's more Chinese food in California for sure. So now the business is going. Obviously, we were able to expand internationally. So what is the motivation to move from California to Texas? And now, it's not the whole company. We're just talking about manufacturing.
Well, as everybody understand, California has a lot of restriction. Restrict how the business run, how the business work, the way we work, the way we want our business goes, and it become a little bit complicated. So it's nice, to look around, see if there's any places that we can located manufacturers, because this is the most important part of the company. Administration is important, no doubt, but manufacture is the heart of our business. First, we want to make sure that every product we design, we produce, is in our control. So we can make sure that every step is monitored, every step is accurate. Because a lot of time, for example, the extraction, it could be very complicated. Even the concentration, spray drying, it's all a lot of technique as you put it in. So we have to move this most important part to the place that first we can have a bigger area, bigger space. Second, we can build a bigger manufacturer, and then we can have good people, especially good people. Mm-hmm. We have hard time to hire people in where we were in California.
Not that the people in California weren't good, but some of them were commuting like 3 hours one direction to go to work.
Yeah.
Because the cost of living is so high.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
The cost of living, the cost of the product.
Cost of the products, manufacturing, the regulations.
In California, we want to, have the best quality of product, but we don't want to have the high cost of the product.
Yeah.
So that's why we decided to move to Texas. It's not easy for the company, especially for us at this age, to move. But I think if you want to do better, no matter what age, you still can do it.
So this is something that's very unique in our industry, is the fact that we manufacture everything from start to finish. What was the motivation? Because I don't think your experience was like that in other companies, right?
Yes, you're right. Because it's cheaper. Mm-hmm. You buy something and you just sell it as a middleman. But in that case, you don't know what kind of product you are selling. You don't know what kind of ingredient they put it in. They can tell you something, but it can be totally quite differently. And the most important part, you cannot guarantee the effect. It's not yours. It's someone else's formula. And they will always say, oh, this is good. If you want to buy an orange from a guy, and you ask the guy who sells you the orange, is this sweet? This orange is sweet? Of course, 100% they will say, it is sweet. Mm-hmm. You don't know what you are doing. And so as a middleman, yes, simpler, easier, but totally to the consumer is no guarantee at all.
Yeah.
So that is really a problem. Mm-hmm. Even included skincare.
Yeah.
I understand people say, oh, just rub on your face, should we have too much a problem? No, there's a lot of problem. Because skin is one of our largest organs in the body. And it will absorb nutrition, it's effective, just like a part of your body, it's like your internal organ. Well, the same.
That's a good question, is how did we shift from, obviously our foods are going to be our most, our first and foundational products, but how did we go from foods to skincare? Some people will say that seemed like two different things.
Yeah. Well, at the time, mom just talked about she had a cancer before, and she has a nasal cancer. And so they do the radiation on her face. Mm-hmm. After finish the treatment, her face just got rotten. She cannot even open her mouth.
Yeah.
It's really bad. And so I try to figure out how can I give her the very best skincare to put it on, so it will not worsen the problem. Also can help her, because her skin is very sensitive.
Yeah.
And so we have to do it ourselves. I have to do it myself one by one, pick one ingredient and the other ingredient. So make sure everything is correct and all right. And the effective is very good. And look up, her skin is just good.
I think the people, they like Sunrider products, and they did ask us to develop more other products. At that time, they asked skin care, hair care, and oral care, and then every product. So we just gradually taking, even we have toothpaste right now.
It's like one of our most popular products.
Because people like your products, they want to have it for the general care. And that's why we are doing and develop more other products. Because when you go out to buy toothpaste, usually people don't look at ingredients. The same as skincare. You might look at one or two, you don't look at all of them. And then now they have this balm and that balm, and some people said, oh, you can eat the essential oil. So all over. And what we think is very important, develop the best quality of product, make sure it's health for people, so they can have health and wellness. That's more important.
Let me kind of explain a little bit. For example, like I have eye bag, and the company, they say you just put the cream, on your eye bag, and the eye bag disappear right away. Okay, and people can say, "Oh, that's so good, so amazing." But when I look at, I immediately know, and that is super glue. Okay, and the pH is like pH 13.
Yeah, very.
It's very alkaline. It's damage to your skin so much.
It sucks out the water in the skin, makes it very thin.
And if you put it on every day, your skin will be ruined right away.
Yeah.
And so, yes, we are a company. I know how to make that, but I'm not a super glue company. And I don't want to tell the people this is a miracle product, but it will ruin your skin. I cannot do that. That's different. So that's why we want to make sure the products are safe, also effective and safe.
Yeah.
Make sure that your skin looks good, younger, but on the other hand, it's very important. It's safe.
Yeah.
And for many other example I can after one after the other. Some people like use a tube with a little bit gel inside, and they say because the has this nutrition, that nutrition. But what I look at is basically loaded with sugar, and.
You're talking about toothpaste.
It's not just toothpaste, but also they have those.
The lip balm.
It's not lip balm. Some
you're talking about the goo that people squeeze inside to give them energy. That stuff is, is pure sugar.
Yeah, it's just too much. People say, "Oh, it tastes good." Yeah, of course. Yeah, sugar tastes good, of course. And so we just want to make sure that we're not selling people something is not good for their health.
Right.
Yeah,
I think it's very important, the product we are using. And then I have to use the product before I can promote it. Mm-hmm. And the same, I give it to my children to use. And now, my children are went through their education, they know what is good, what is bad. How can I lie to my children, give them the bad things? No. Our family has to use that before we share with people. The same as my children, my grandchildren are using the product. So the product quality and effectiveness are super important to me. I think that's Sunrider product. No matter what, you have to do it right. You can consume it, and then your children, your grandchildren can consume it before you can share with others. That's what I think, that's the really standard of our products.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the question that everybody asks me. So what are you guys doing now? What is your goal moving forward? Now, I know we already had a podcast talking with your children, me, and obviously brothers and sisters, but what are you doing? What is your involvement moving forward?
Well, I can do whatever my children ask me to do. When I first started, my wife tell me what to do. Now, my children tell me what to do.
Okay.
So, I just do whatever I can do to help to smooth the process. And most importantly, just want to deepen that the philosophy, so it will working longer and longer from generation to generation. That's really the key. That is really the most important part.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I think right now our job is to support them. And then also sometimes, because I was the president, so it's very hard to listen to other people, follow them. So we have to learn how to follow, how to support, and then also give them guidance if it is necessary.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, I think for us, it's really important that we keep this a family business. Sunrider is personal to all of us, especially to your children, to us. It's personal to my children. For those of you who are new to Sunrider, you're new customers, new independent business owners, you can go and log in on sunrider.com and you can purchase some products. If you have never heard of Sunrider before, I invite you to talk with your local independent business owner or preferred customer. They will talk your ear off about how awesome Sunrider is and all of the amazing products that are there. So please talk with your friends who are into Sunrider, and you can follow us on Facebook and YouTube to learn more about Sunrider products. Again, I want to thank my parents, Dr. and Dr. Chen, for spending the time coming all the way out here to Texas and speaking to everybody here today. So do you have any last words, any insights?
Well, I say, I was the...
or last joke.
Mr. Fish.
Okay.
And I'm still Mr. Fish. Right. That's one thing never changed.
Happy 40th anniversary
40th.
for Sunrider. And I wish everybody can be healthy, wellness, and happy with your family. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. We'll
Thank
see you
you.
guys.
See you.
Bye.